They ain't been around, but they know about where I've been. Had to put the time in to let them know
It's game time. Welcome back to New Paltz Sports Network, everyone. Your home for all athletic news, information, and updates for your New Paltz Hawks. I'm your host, Michael Ascanio. I'm a senior here, and I'm the center fielder on the baseball team. Every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM, we will dive into the journeys of our NCAA athletes from various sports here at SUNY New Paltz. I'll be bringing on student athletes here to have conversations to really get to know and give them the platform to share their experiences while playing here. So that's what to expect. I'm excited, and I'll get right into it. And we're live in the studio for the 13th episode. Welcome, everyone. Wow. Today we're going to be talking women's basketball for the first time. I'm excited with a 2-times champ. So I'm excited to get into it and introduce our guest. But before we do, we got some big home games this week. So it is a big basketball week. Tuesday, December 3rd, which is actually today. We had to push this day a little late. So in an hour, men's basketball plays versus Williams in the Hawk Center, 7 p.m. So hopefully everyone goes, pops out. Then Friday is a big day, December 6th. Women's and men's basketball plays back-to-back versus Fredonia. The women start at 5:30, and the guys play at 7:30. So that'll be a big first SUNYAC bout. And then the very next day, Saturday, December 7th, women's and men's basketball, runs it back versus Buffalo State. Women start at 2, men start at 4. In the Hawk Center, everyone pop out and support both reigning champs. Absolute ballers. They're going to be really good games. So I just wanted to put that out there. Big basketball week. Big basketball month. Only basketball. So to kick off the 13th segment in the Hawks hot seat, she was the Hawks Athlete of the Week due to her 19-point and 7-rebound performance versus Ithaca. She was named to the 2023 All-SUNYAC third team and is a 2-time SUNYAC champion. I'd like to welcome onto the network grad student captain and forward from Shoreham, New York, number 25, Abby Korzekwinski. Welcome, Abby. What's going on?
What's up?
We have a ton of content to get into. We got some good questions to ask. So we're going to do a quick PSA break now just to get it out of the way, and then we'll roll.
At Inform Your Community, we combine topics that people want more information about with fun events like crafting, movies, and games, which cover information on a range of topics that impact what happens in the United States. Now we're taking our nonpartisan virtual events and launching in-person chapters around the country. Get informed and have fun while you're at it. Let's grow together. Sponsored by Inform Your Community, a nonpartisan nonprofit. Come visit us at informyourcommunity.org.
I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
All right, we're back. All right, Abby. So I know you guys started 0-3. You hit some adversity right away.
Mm-hmm.
But the team had a dominant bounce-back win on Sunday versus the Mount. You beat them 78-52. So how do you think the team refocused and found the energy to turn things around right away?
Yeah, so definitely starting off 0-3 was not how any of us had planned the way the season would start, especially like us seniors or grad students. We don't have many games in the loss column, so It was surprising to lose the first 3. It's never happened before to us. But I think we came back strong and knew we had to find a way to win. And with Coach, he told us we're going to restart, we're going to build a new lineup, find out what's working for us. So we did that. We did a lot of practices, toughness practices, not even playing just basketball, just toughness drills, and then just finding out what we needed to do to turn it around. And I think playing Mount St. Mary was a huge game for us to finally see a win, a 1-3, not an 0-3. It was huge for us, especially the younger girls, to know what it's like to win a collegiate game. They have no experience, so to give them that is really good.
Yeah, and sometimes you do got to get punched right in the face just to be able to bounce back and regroup. Were you guys doing a lot of running in practice?
A little bit. We do this drill called scrum, and you got to dive on the floor and
oh, really?
No rules. So it's fun though. But you can learn a lot from losing.
Yeah, right.
So I think that helped us.
All right, good. No, I like that. And on a different note, so as a grad student with experience and one of the top scorers and players, how do you feel like you personally step up in these type of moments when the team is facing challenges like a rocky start?
Yeah, I would just say the leadership, not even just on the court, like off the court, like being someone the girls can talk to in a time like that, and just realizing that like everybody hits a wall, and as a team, I feel like we hit our wall already like super hard. 0-3, like getting beat by a decent amount one game.
Yeah,
it hurts, but I think just showing them that happens, and like teams do lose, and you could still win and still go on to have a great season, and just being a leader for them is what I've been working on.
Sometimes, I mean, there's different ways of viewing losses like that, but sometimes it's better to get it out of the way early. Sometimes I feel like if a team is doing well and then gets hit with a really tough stretch, that could be like detrimental for them.
For sure.
So maybe it is better that you guys get it out of the way early, especially with SUNYACs coming up. So yeah, you learn from the losses.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Could be better, obviously, but
yes, of course, no one wants to start like that. But
yep.
No, that's good. Last year, obviously, was a huge year for you, being named an All-SUNYAC player and winning a second SUNYAC championship with that crew. Looking back, what stands out to you the most about that season? Feelings, thoughts? How was last year and having a bounce-back winning season?
I think one of the biggest things was we only had 10 players, which...
That's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, practice, like, praying for no injuries, like... making it through the season healthy, which we did,
oh my God,
which is crazy being that we've already had injuries this season. So it's crazy to see we made it through a whole season with nothing. But I think the way having 10 players bonds you is so different than having a big team. Like, there was no hiding. Like, you had to step up. You had to do your job. We all had to make each other better. So I think that's what really stood out to me the most from that season. And then, obviously, winning the championship was great. Like, 10 girls again. Like, it was just so awesome on our home court this time. Like, first time we won at Cortland. So this time winning at your home court with your home fans. And then the boys winning, too, finding out 10 minutes later was so nice.
That was so cool.
And it was just so exciting to just be a part of that. And, like, my class especially, like, love playing with them so much. And it's just so nice to, like, continue to win with them.
Man, 10 players. I forgot about that. I guess I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
How many do you have now, then?
We have 14 now.
14?
Yeah, so
but,
practice is different, but still.
Yeah, right.
10 players was...
10 is insane.
Yeah.
So that's so cool that, both men's and women's basketball got to win. It was cool because then with baseball and softball, both won. And we both won on the same day, similar to you. You both won on the same day. So, what a year for the Hawks. So you also won... Well, it was... last year was your second championship, but you won was it your first year here that you won or second year?
Second year because first year was COVID, so season got canceled. So
right.
I was a sophomore, but first
so you won
season.
at Cortland's court.
Yes.
How have those championship experiences shaped the way you play and lead now this year or throughout all the years? And how different and similar were those runs?
So I think the first year was obviously my first year playing a collegiate season.
Yeah.
So going out there and seeing that I could go out there and play and win a championship was just changing my whole perspective on future seasons. And I've heard that I came to New Paltz because the women's basketball team has won. They have a history of winning. So just realizing that I could be a part of that and continuing the legacy of what New Paltz women's basketball is. So that was the first year. And then I think that one was different too, because we had the older girls, we had no seniors, and that's hard because coach would always say you have no one's last chance to do anything. So we had to put that in ourselves, and I think we were all just there for each other and played for each other in that way. And then this last year when we won, 10 girls obviously, so that was different. But it was similar in the way that we have the mindset that we're going to win. We don't ever think anything else, and we come out to win, and we don't have any doubts. So I think that is the same.
I like that. That's awesome. And it's cool that you got to win at an away court and at a home court. You got the best of both worlds. Yeah,
I will say winning at Cortland's home court was a little bit more exciting and just more they expected to win. Yeah,
but were they expected beyond who was supposed to win the game on paper? Was Cortland the quote unquote better team?
Honestly, don't even know the exact.
It was just a war, and you guys got to win on the away court.
And they were prepared to cut down their own nets, but cutting down their nets was a great feeling.
I bet, best feeling ever. So you've experienced the highs of winning championships, 2 of them, but you've also experienced the lows of losing one as well. how have those experiences changed your mindset on the game, competition in general, and just preparation? You know, being able to win and then getting a real punch in the gut. You guys lost to Cortland at home, right?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. Especially that season, too. That's the year we went 18-0 in SUNYAC, which doesn't happen very often. So we went into that championship very confident as well, like beat all these teams and everything. And I know, like, playing the third time, people always say, like, you play a team 3 times, and that's when it gets, like, a little dicey, like, beating a team 3 times. But we felt really confident. Obviously, it didn't fall our way. A couple plays here and there is what determined the winning of that game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that definitely hurt, and, like, that set our revenge for next year. Like, we just kept thinking about that game and how we felt after that game to fuel ourselves to go out there and beat up every team the next season.
I was going to say, I was literally going to use the word fueled for all of it. I mean,
for sure.
18-0 is an unbelievable accomplishment. I mean, that is hard to redo. So I know that was definitely a big stinging feeling to,
especially
to
on your
not
home
be
court
able to.
too.
Yeah. So, but I think it's important to highlight the wins and losses, and that sometimes you need big. I mean, it's like
shot in the gut.
Yeah, right. A big punch to the gut. And emotionally too, because you work so hard to get to that moment, and then, but it only makes you want to grind more to get back. And what did you guys do? You came back and won a championship. So that's amazing. So, on a different note, let's talk about the overall team dynamic this year. How are you guys building chemistry with the newer players, or even those stepping into bigger roles this season? How are you guys building chemistry, especially with so many new freshmen now on the team?
Yeah, for me personally, I've never had a freshman class like this. Last year we had 2 freshmen. One of them came in with a torn ACL, so we only had 1 playing. So it wasn't like we had to teach her everything. Like we did have to teach her, but we didn't have to stop for it because it was just 1. And now we have 7 freshmen, so it's a way different dynamic. We have like 6 grad students / seniors and then 7 freshmen. So it's like the bulk of our team, and we only have 1 junior. So it's a weird dynamic. But I think,
a little lopsided.
Yeah, but getting them to connect with us is the biggest part, like making that chemistry. And I think we make it a big deal to, like, we're a team. We tell each other how it is. That's how we make each other better. Like, we're going to be straight up honest with you. And I think that helps with the chemistry a lot. Like, they know that they could trust us to tell them when they're doing something wrong, and they could tell us too. Like, there's no, like, you can't tell us what to do. Like,
good, that's good. Yeah, you got to be accountable.
Yep.
And then off the court, I bet you guys are
we're
doing
always
a lot
together.
too. Yeah, right. No, that's good to hear. Yeah, 7 freshmen, that's a lot, especially you had 10 players last year.
Now we have 7 new.
So that's cool. I know that class will probably cherish this year, knowing that there's so many grad students.
And they're losing.
And there's a lot to learn.
And there's a lot to room to grow and step into these roles, which we're trying to tell them, like, this is going to be your team next because we're all leaving. So got to just gear up and go right into it.
So continuing with team dynamics, so you guys did have a big blow. You losing a player like Bree Fitzgerald to injury is tough, stinks. I feel horrible. How has the team adapted to that injury, and what changes have you seen in everyone's role on the court so far, being she's out?
Yeah, obviously, when we found out that news, it was devastating. Not only is she an All-American player, but she's a great teammate, great leader, which she still is, of course. She's there every day supporting, so eager to get on the court and just play. And especially, like, one of my best friends, like, never being able to play with her again is heartbreaking. But I know, like, I have to do it for her now, like, because if Bree could, she would. So just going out there and playing for her. And in terms of adapting, it was tough at first. But the losses showed us that we need to find a new way to win and find other people, and more people have to step up. So I think just realizing that we don't just have that one player to turn to. Like, we're all there now. And like I said, there's no hiding. We'll have to go out there and play a little bit more like Bree, more aggressive and everything like that.
Good. And, you, Sabs, Hannah, Morgan, Madison, obviously everyone too. Is everyone needing to get more shots up now? And now it's just...
For sure. Even losing her and then losing Jenny, too, from last year. Like, they both, to combine, they took 40 shots a game. So that's a lot of shots to lose.
A lot of points.
So a lot of points, and they were really good, efficient scorers. So I think, like, me, Sabs, Madison, Morgan, having to just go out there and Hannah to realize, like, we now have to score. Like, we have to go out and take those shots and find ways to get those easy baskets and make plays for each other. Which
is cool. I mean, you guys I mean, no matter what, you guys are always balling. But, I mean,
we're excited.
It's a new challenge now.
new ways to win.
Yeah, right. All right, so first SUNYAC matchup this Friday versus Fredonia in the Hawk Center at 5:30. Everyone be there. How excited are you and the team to play at home again for a few games?
Very excited. We've had 4 away games in a row, so it's been a lot of traveling, which traveling is always fun, but nothing is like playing at your home court.
Yeah.
Families get to come back up, and I think just realizing like protecting your own home court, there's like nothing like it, especially in your first SUNYAC matchup to start off the season, especially when we had the start we did to come out and just prove we have nothing to lose. So prove everyone wrong that we're still the team that we are.
I think it'll be a big morale boost just to be back in the home.
Yeah.
And especially with the brand new court.
Brand new floor, yep.
What are your thoughts and impressions of the court?
I love the new floor. I think it's amazing. It's really cool, and I think it's nice that it actually happened while I was here to be able to play on it. So that's nice.
I think it looks sick.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Does it feel better? Like, how is it compared to the old court?
Better. The grip is better. You don't slide around as much, and if we take care of it, it should stay like that.
That's awesome. So then so you play 3 home games. You go from playing 4 away games, 3 home games. Then you guys get to travel to Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
You play a few games over there in late December. How excited is the team for that trip?
I think that trip's going to be really fun. We have 2 games, so obviously it's still there going for business, not just fun. But we also have team bonding and having fun in Vegas. And I've never been to Vegas personally, so I'm excited to go out there, just have some fun, get some wins, play some basketball, and just
straight out.
Yeah, Christmas break, it's a good time to go.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've never been to Vegas either.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's cool. And I know the guys go. Do you travel together?
They're on the same flight as us.
Same flight?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, man, Vegas, that'll be fun.
It's going to be so fun, yeah.
Yeah, I think just traveling together overall, like as a team, it's really good for team bonding. I'm sure that'll be amazing. Have you guys had any other trips in previous years? Have you ever gone? Oh, well, you said you haven't gone to Vegas, but have you done any other cool trips like that, going to Florida, anything?
No, so we were actually supposed to go to Spain. He does usually an international trip every 4 years with each team, so everyone gets a chance to go usually. And we were planned to go to Spain, but then COVID and everything with that happened, so we weren't able to. So he ended up promising to at least get us to go somewhere. So that's how we landed on Vegas.
Oh,
but
that's
Spain
so
would have
cool.
been awesome. That was like a 10-day trip.
Damn.
Like, yeah. But
Damn,
Vegas
going
is
to
still
Spain.
cool.
Yeah, right? I mean, especially in your last year. That's dope. So as someone who has achieved so much here at New Paltz, how do you approach the rest of the season knowing that it is your last?
Yes, like I said before, like just the senior or last year type vibe is just that like you never know when it's going to be your last game.
Yeah.
Like you just really never know. And like last chance to get the rebound, last chance to dive on the floor, last chance to get the loose ball, the 50-50 ball, like you never know. And I think just it means a lot to me personally, like knowing that I want to end on a good note and go out there and show that like this is my legacy and like this is what I've done over my 5 years here. And I just want to prove that I'm a good player here, and it's just how we roll as Hawks.
Yep. And leaving it all out there on the court. I mean, it's probably a bittersweet moment.
Yeah, for sure. Even this weekend, my first home game, it's crazy to say that it went so fast. So.
Right? It just goes like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the team. It's exciting. And, yeah, I'm looking forward for Friday and Saturday. Saturday, I'll actually be calling your game.
Are you doing it?
Versus
finally
Buff
get some
State.
announcing. We need it.
Me and my teammate Matt Sarney, so we're excited to do that. That'll be fun. Hopefully we'll call some 3 balls, some nice moves.
Speaking of Matt Sarney, I was told to give a shout out to our past men's practice players. They did a great job in preparing us when we had 10 people, and they came to practice, and they made us work hard, and yeah.
They took a lot of pride in that. Who was it? It was Matt Sarney. It was James Trink. Who else?
Justin Ortiz.
They always talked about how they had fun at practicing with you guys.
Yeah, they loved it, and they made us better for sure.
Shout out to the practice squad. So then back to the younger girls. With so much young talent on the team, how do you see the future of the program shaping up for years to come?
Yeah, I think having like the 5-6 seniors, like I said, whatever number it is, they get to learn so much. Like without that class, you don't get to see how New Paltz women's basketball, like the legacy, the program, how it runs.
Yeah.
So that's our job to instill that in them. And if we do that correctly, then they should be on the path for success as well. They're 4 years here or however long they decide to play. But I think the talent and how hard they work and what the time they put in, they should have success in the future, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I feel like just now as a student athlete for a couple of years here, I'll always be checking up on how all the teams are doing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to in a couple of years seeing how they progress,
Yeah.
knowing that they played with all of you guys and so many grad students. So,
Seeing
you know,
how,
all the sports are up from here.
Yep.
I feel like last year was the greatest year, or
That-
this year still in 2024 is the greatest year in New Paltz sports history.
Yeah, 4 SUNYACs.
Unbelievable. Or, well, 5 baseball,
5.
softball, both basketballs, and then tennis.
Tennis, yes.
And then who just won? Soccer just won too.
Yeah.
But like different like school year. But
So,
anyways, still unbelievable
still
championship run.
champions.
On it. So I got an interesting question for you. If you could play one more game with any lineup of current and past teammates, who would you pick and why? So build your best starting 5. And I know that this can, you know, it's hard to pick out the 5 best. You know, people could say, oh, why was I not playing? No, this needs to be your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You need to win this game. Build your best starting 5 from New Paltz, current or past players.
For sure, I would start out with Bree, Jenny, Sabs. To play with them again would just be amazing. And the way we play together, it's unstoppable. And then I would include myself in there. And my 5th, it's a hard decision. I'd probably go Lexi.
Lexi, that was from 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So who's at the point? So would then Jenny be at power
Sabs.
forward?
Oh, I thought you were saying point guard. Yeah, Bree. You know, she can get
Right,
in
they're
there.
interchangeable, right?
Yeah, I feel like we could all play a little bit of everything.
That's a killer starting 5.
Yeah.
That team's going 18-0 and
Mhm.
finishing the job. No, that's cool. Yeah, I want to see what you would say for building best starting 5. And then lastly, to round it all up, looking back at your time here at New Paltz, being a very, very successful student athlete, what are you most proud of?
I would say I'm most proud of being successful on the court and in the classroom. I think it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to put in the time to both basketball and schoolwork, especially right now, student teaching and playing basketball. It's like having 2 full-time jobs basically and just coming in prepared for everything. It's been an amazing 4 years, and I couldn't have wished to meet better people. And my teammates, like, I love them all so much. Coach, very thankful for him too. He's shaped me into a great person out of basketball as well, just not a basketball player.
That's amazing. No, congrats with everything that you've accomplished. Good luck in the future with everything.
Thank you.
And, yeah, it's cool to see. And knowing that you've helped set such a high standard for a program is really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome to be a part of.
All right, that rounds up just the in-depth questions. We're going to go right to a PSA break, and then we'll finish it right up.
My pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done to start this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
All right, we back. So it's weekly rundown time, so it's been just basketball on the slate, and it will be for a little while, but we're not complaining. It's winter time, and going to games is going to be really exciting. So men's basketball, the guys dominated Hunter at their place. They beat them 90-60. There were some insane dunks by Mitchell Cummings and Isaiah Rivera, too. Check out the men's basketball Instagram page, too, to see those slams. They were insane. Did you see any of those dunks or no?
Yeah, I did see them. They
That was
were
crazy.
sick.
Mitch dunked right on his
I
head.
know.
It was sick.
I saw that.
Some notable performances: Isaiah Rivera, standout freshman so far. He led the team with 18 points and 5 boards. AJ Knight, our recent guest, he had 17 points and 5 assists. And it was really just a balanced effort from the squad to put up 90 and continue rolling. They got a 4-0 record. They play tonight. We're heading right over there afterwards. And, man, they're looking good. And then women's basketball, you guys beat Mount St. Mary's 78-52. Dominant performance, and some standout performances include Julia Sabatino. She scored 16 points, had 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Also, shout out Sabs, too. She won SUNYAC Athlete of the Week with her performance. And then you scored 12 points, had 8 boards. And then Hannah Vanderzee scored 14 points and had 6 rebounds. And it was an all-around effort as well, too. So, big wins for the squad. And you guys are just going to keep roll.
Yep.
Keep
it going
rolling
from here.
All right. So, I love to do this when I bring everyone on. So, we're going to do quick pitch. So, I'm going to shoot out a bunch of questions at you, and you answer as fast as you can. Best trash talker on the team?
Bree.
Favorite opposing court to play on?
Cortland.
Favorite moment from the championship runs? It's kind of hard. It's hard.
Favorite moment? I would say when we're away, the bus ride home. Great time, music blasting.
So much fun.
Just celebrating. And home, just hanging out after families.
Right, you get
a little bit of fun.
Enjoy the glory with everyone.
With everyone.
Cutting nets.
Yep.
I bet cutting the net is the coolest thing.
Actually, yeah, that's probably the best moment is going on the ladder and cutting the net.
Right, that's so awesome. Which younger teammate has impressed you the most?
I would say Ciara. She stepped up a lot, and she's starting now, so she's worked her way there.
That's awesome. Favorite sneakers of all time or to hoop in?
I had KD's 2 years in a row, the same ones. I really like those ones.
Which ones? KD what? You don't know the number?
No idea.
It's all right. Favorite class you've taken at New Paltz? If you could think.
Oh, probably intro to acting.
Oh, I took that too. Which teammate would you trust to make a clutch free throw?
Bree.
Pre-game go-to hype song?
Kind of Love We Make. It's his team song.
Who on the team are you giving aux to?
Sabs.
Favorite memory from last year's championship run? I guess that's sort of the same question as before.
I would say cutting down our own nets since I've never done that.
Yeah, right. Which teammate is most likely to forget their jersey before a game? Who do you think?
I'm going to say Sabs.
Sabs?
She's forgotten her sneakers before.
Who's the team comedian?
That's a hard question.
Anyone cracking jokes constantly?
I'll say Sabs. She's always getting me laughing.
If you could give any teammate the works in a 1v1, who would it be?
Probably one of the freshmen.
Who would you want a 1v1 right now?
Soph.
If you had a team talent show, who's winning and why?
Talent show.
It's sort of a tough one, but any characters?
I'll say Bree.
Do you like the home or away jersey better? The white
away.
or blue? You like the blue better?
I like the blue better.
What's your favorite food spot in town?
Convenient right now, actually. I've been going there for breakfast.
I've been on a convenient heater, too.
Yeah.
Convenient's been good. Which teammate is the loudest on the court or bench?
I'll say Sabs.
Sabs. Who would win in a team 3-point competition?
I'm gonna go Caitlin, our freshman.
She's a shooter?
Yep.
And then what's a pregame ritual or superstition that you always follow?
So usually eat peanut butter and jelly before the game.
Always?
Yeah.
Have
pretty
to have
much. Don't have to have, but pretty much.
Would you rather hit a game-winning buzzer beater at home or on the road in a hostile gym?
Probably on the road.
Right, because
Just
now you've won championships in both.
Yeah. I just feel like on the road it would just be better. Like
Right, silence the
yeah,
crowd.
silence. Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And then lastly, to round it up, what's one piece of advice you'd give to a freshman athlete?
I would just say to persevere through the hard times and to not like give up when it gets hard, because it definitely gets hard at times. But I think it's just the best experience I've ever had. The friends you make, and the way you can win and stuff. I just say stay with it and persevere through the hard times.
Yeah, enjoy the process.
Yep, have fun.
Buy in. And there's going to be highs, lows, in-betweens.
sure.
And, yeah, you got to be bought in for the whole experience. So I love doing that. It's good answers all around. Just to reiterate and remind, men's basketball is playing literally today in an hour. Everyone go pop out versus Williams in the Hawk Center. And then for Friday, December 6th, women's and men's basketball, they play back-to-back versus Fredonia, starting at 5:30 for the girls and 7:30 for the guys. And then the very next day, Saturday, December 7th, women's and men's basketball runs it back versus Buffalo State, starting at 2 o'clock and then 4 p.m. in the Hawk Center. So everyone pop out. Going to be some really good games. And if you can't go, then watch the stream. Me and my teammate Matt Sarney will be calling the game. So check out the links. You could visit nphawks.com to see the full schedules, galleries, rosters, stats, and find the live stream there, as well as following at New Paltz Hawks on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook to stay up to date with all the information to support your athletes as well. So that concludes the 13th segment. Abby, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Shout out to the reigning champs, women's basketball. Everyone pop out on the weekend. And be sure to come by next Monday live from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM for more news, updates, and another special guest appearance. And yeah, there's going to be some great games this weekend, so everyone come. And to conclude this 13th segment with the message of the week, sometimes you get hit with some real adversity in sports and life. So from the legend Rocky, it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Roll Hawks.